Welcome to another episode of Steppa the Flatbush Don TV, where we don't glorify violence, we learn from it. These is real crazy times. Desperate times come for desperate measures, so we got to be careful today. I want to send a shout out to the Martinez family. Albert, aka Alpo Martinez, lost his life. Now, I don't want nobody to come to me talking about, oh, he was a rat, he was this, he was that, he was this and that. Listen, I'm sending condolences to the man's family because those people are civilians. Whatever you saying the man did, that don't have nothing to do with his family. Steppa might did a lot of things in his life, but my family don't have nothing to do with that. So in the same token, I like to show some respect to the man's family for their loss. The man was a father, he was a son, uncle, a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Now, this man's life was his own. The things that he did brought him to the point. It cost him. Now, we're here to learn from that because nobody's perfect. None of us can point the finger and say what we're going to do and what we're not going to do in a given situation until you're in that situation. Anybody could talk. Talk is cheap. Talk is easy. And I'm not justifying what he did because he was responsible for a lot of things, including dementia. Brooklyn never forgot that. But karma and universal law takes care of all that. When you think you're getting away, you're not getting away from nothing. Karma is like a freight train nobody sees coming. Now, I understand that when Alpo came out, he was working a 9 to 5 like a regular Joe. He was working upstate New York, doing inventory and stocks, stocking shelves or whatever, inventory. The people he worked around never knew who he was. He was anonymous. Now, we get chances in life. I got chances. I recognize the chances and I changed my life around. Some people like to push the line. They get away with things, but they want to get away with more things. I know some people are going to say I'm crazy for saying this, but in some people's situation, jail give you second chances. Jail preserve you. The judgments that would normally happen if you was on the street get prolonged. It's like you get a chance to redo and come out new if you take the chance. If you utilize that grace that you're getting. Now, I'm not on no spookism, but I understand the world works. I understand how the world works. You get chances to do and redo certain things. Now it's up to you to utilize those chances. The man came out after going through whatever he went through. He came out working a 9 to 5. Nobody knew who he was. He had a chance to make a fresh start. What did he do? He got bored with that and returned back to the environment. So he put himself in that danger zone, that same situation that he was involved in, victimizing people, volatile situation, crazy mix. So you leave in peace to go back in chaos. People step to him, people try to work with him, try to convince him he's making wrong moves. He thought the streets forgot. But you don't understand, when you a status symbol, a lot of these guys like the limelight. They like the attention. They're not content with being a nobody in upstate New York where nobody know you. So they're really ready or willing and able to put their life on the line to be treated like a king, to be treated as somebody, but at a price, a cost. So now you done turned your back on peace and put your life in the lion's mouth. And you don't know what time or when that lion is going to close in on you. After a while, you start getting relaxed. You start thinking it's not going to happen. You start thinking, your mind start playing tricks on you. You start thinking that people forgot. People love you. People showing the streets, showing you love. But you forget that there's a certain demographic. There's some people that are just faking the funk. There's some people who just waiting for their chance to get at you. You got a certain demographic that don't even care. Let bygones be bygones and life goes on. But then you got certain people that's seeing your face every day and it's reminding them of the person they lost or what you did or whatever. And they can't live with that. Now, mind you, whoever pulled the trigger was a shooter. And when I say a shooter, whoever that was shot 5 times in a cluster, 5 shots in like a bullseye from a moving vehicle into this man's chest, into Alpo's chest, according to the news. If you look at the vehicle, there's a 5-shot tap. Now, this is not no regular shooter that did this. This is a professional. This is a professional. If it was a regular shooter, I'd say down the line, maybe a month, maybe less than that. Somebody gonna be bragging that they did the do. because they want to elevate their status and come up off the name. You got a lot of people that's nobodies, but when they do things, they become somebody because they steal the energy that you have, the vitality, the life. So they take on the energy that you have or had, and it becomes theirs. Maybe not for a long time, but for whatever time they do have. We all make mistakes, man. Ain't nobody perfect. There's nobody perfect. So I can't throw no stones. I did a lot of things in my days and times. I was never an informant, though. That's one thing I could say I never did. And I never will do. To me, it's death before dishonor. But as I said before, you got a lot of people that we might look up to in the streets and think that these people are 100 and they're not. We don't know the secrets that they keep. We thinking that they 100, we thinking that they superstars of the street. And they might be working with the government. Now, Alpo chose to walk away from the witness protection program because he missed the status in the street. He was under illusion of grandeur because these people showed him so much attention. He felt revered. He felt that he was a superstar. He felt above things. Instead of living in the shadows, giving thanks that you made it through the situation that you did, had so many murders, and came away from that hole with your reputation tarnished in the street. But your new locale, nobody knows you. You could have started a whole new family, lived your life, and moved on. But no, you wanted the popularity. You wanted people shouting your name. You wanted the grandeur. You wanted the magazine headlines, the newspaper headlines. You wanted people talking about you. You wanted that respect or that false sense of respect. You wanted that love from the streets that you love so much. But all the things that glitter is not gold. Now, this is a message to a lot of people out there that's in the same position. What happened to Alpo can easily happen to you. No doubt, this is a high-profile case. A lot of attention. And like Alpo, this is how funny life is. Like Alpo seeking that attention, that notoriety, so might the shooter. The shooter might not be able to stay in the shadows. He might want everybody to know that he pulled the trigger. So then, if he's a nobody, he becomes somebody. Alpo status sends him up X amount of notches. That's how the street is. Sometimes people don't really think, sometimes they don't care. It's just like these young boys running into these schools and doing multiple murders, school shootings, or what have you. They do it for notoriety. They do it for status. They nobodies. Nobody know their name. But as soon as they start pulling those triggers and taking those lives, they become front page news. They become known to the world. This is Steppa. Like, share, subscribe. Take heed to this message. Once you're in the clear and you have a chance at life, do not, I repeat, do not go back into the chaos and the mix-up, because you will lose your life. It's your brother Steppa from Steppa the Flatbush Don TV. We don't glorify violence. We learn from it. Peace.